Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be looking at more settings. Last time we did a video on OBS settings, and today we're going to be doing settings based around my Call of Duty Modern Warfare settings, around both my streaming and gameplay to make sure that it runs at the best capability possible with my current settings that I have. Let's move into the recording gameplay screen where you can see exactly what's going on here. Just a few details. I run at 800 DPI. I'm a mouse and keyboard player. I currently have the Ducky X1 Akko keyboard with the cherry red switches and the Model O mouse in the glossy black, just so you guys know. Currently running at 800 DPI, as mentioned, on my mouse. And the sensitivity that I use is 4. In my advanced stuff, everything is just set to 1 here for mouse sensitivity. I haven't changed any of this. The only thing that is changed here is the general mouse sensitivity, which is 4. The ADS mouse sensitivity always stayed at relative. I've tried legacy before, but I don't like it as much. I find that relative just fits my style of play and how aggressive I am. Everything on here is all the same as well. Sensitivity, transition time, and is gradual. I haven't changed any of these details. Okay, so you got 1, 1, and 1.33. Invert, mouse look is disabled, of course. Acceleration and filtering are off, and the mouse smoothing is also disabled. But going into movement, I've pretty much got everything the same. I don't know if prone behavior is set to hold when you first start, but I've got it down as toggle, same with crouch as well. So you toggle it as you kind of want to use it. But keybinds are all pretty much standard. My crouch and slide, because I'm a wrist player with my keyboard, I find it a lot easier to use Alt than currently a control for everything. So I use control for prone, and when I'm sliding and crouching around, because I also use a 60% keyboard, it's really easy to get to my left Alt button with my thumb. So I use that for crouching and sliding to move around and try and outplay people as well. Left shift is currently for sprinting and tactical and steady aim. And then just the gestures and sprays are on T. Everything else is pretty much standard to what it is when you first start. Weapons and equipment, I don't believe that I've changed anything on here. My weapon mount is set to my mouse key bindings. I have 2 buttons on my Model O mouse. So one of them is used for weapon mounting, and I believe the other one is used for the field upgrade that you can see here. Everything else is pretty much standard. Again, the buttons that it comes with, the G and the Q for the equipments. We already explained the field upgrade. And everything else stays as standard as well. I haven't changed anything for kill streaks and vehicles. Overlays and shortcuts stay the same as well. And for me, menu navigation hasn't been changed either. Let's move into the general tab. If you're a console player, you'll notice that this is probably stuck on 80 for you. I believe it's 80, not 60. So you're not actually able to increase or change your field of view. That's because that's just the way that consoles are programmed, and you're not able to get to the 120. So you guys will probably see like less of the screen, and the game won't look as quick as if you'd have it on 120 field of view like we have it on PC. The field of view is currently set to independent. You can have it on affected if you like. I've tried both. I feel like when you're like zooming out or zooming into a gun, on affected, it just seems a lot further away. I don't like it as much, so I kept it on independent, and that works well for me. Brightness is all, and all this stuff is all kept the same. Profanity filter for me, obviously with streaming, I've got to keep that on. Same with the text chat and everything like that. I've got to make sure that the streamer is protected from anyone saying anything stupid. We enable our FPS, server latency. If you want to show anything else, that's all under general settings as well. Moving forward to graphics, I run on full screen borderless because when you're streaming on Twitch or streaming on whatever platform you use, I tend to alt tab a lot to do things in my chat or, to do secondary tasks or whatever it is that needs to be done for the stream. So I run on full screen borderless. I run off my 1070 Ti with my display adapter. Render resolution is set to 100 because of full screen borderless. I believe this is slightly different if you have it on full screen, but that's up to you on what you guys want to run that on. Syncing every frame is off. I have a custom frame limit compared to my monitor. When you're in the menu, in my opinion, you don't need to be framing over 60. In my opinion, it's a bit of a waste and usage of extra power when you don't really need it for the menu, mainly just for the gameplay. Make sure you turn your NVIDIA highlights off unless you do actually want them on, because this could take more power and more usage of your computer as well. And you'll notice that everything is either low, disabled, and off, because when they added the Battle Pass, I'm not sure what changes happened to the game, but it was a real struggle getting this game to run without any issues or lag to my CPU. And I'm running a Ryzen 7 3700X, which is no joke of a CPU for everything that I'm doing. So I've turned everything down or off, apart from the texture resolution, which is at the second lowest and just on low. Okay. Audio is pretty much set to the same stuff. I've got home theater as my main one. My master volume is at around 15 because the game is very loud. I mute everybody except my party, and I keep the voice chat quite low as well. So in case I invite anybody into my stream to game with who I may not know or wants to play for the first time, in case they say anything, the stream won't hear it. Okay, and then obviously you've got your controller settings if you do play on your controller, and then your other account stuff. All right, so that's all my settings and everything that I use for here. I'll probably likely, once Season 2 starts, make something to do with all my weapons, what I like to use and what I find really useful for me. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys found it useful. And yeah, the new video should be coming up once a weekly. Season 2 is dropping soon. Looking forward to all the changes coming over to Call of Duty with the UMP and Rust coming back and whatnot. So let's hope for a great season. Let's see what happens. Thank you so much for checking out the video today, guys. Take care and stay blessed.